Right, so we were just passing, weren't we? And we've decided to come into Huntingdon to have a look. Little bit of history here, isn't there?
Yes, so you've told me.
Oh, there is, yeah. Well, first of all, let's get something to eat. So you've got no idea what you fancy. You're not having a Sunday roast.
Might if they've got them ready.
I have no idea what I want, Suzanne.
What veg have you got with the roast?
We've got like carrots. We've got carrots, broccoli, cabbage, I believe, peas as well.
Right, yeah, well could I have one please? But could I have it with carrots and cabbage please?
What, so is that with roast beef dinner?
Please.
Yeah. We've got a cheese jack potato.
Lovely,
salad.
thank you very much.
I'll bring over your drinks in just a second as well.
Suzanne, that potato is enormous.
Nice, looks nice.
I'll let you know in a minute. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, lots. Cabbage.
Do you like that? Is it past muster?
Pardon?
Does it pass muster?
Yeah, it looks alright. I'll let you know when I've tried it.
It looks nice and hot.
It's very hot.
Is that beef? It looks very beefy. That'll be interesting. After that last meal we had with beef. Not here, but recently. So Suzanne didn't want her Yorkshire pudding. So I've got it, and I've put cheese and salad in it. Is that wrong? It looks all right. I'll let you know in a minute. Well?
Very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You look as if you were enjoying it.
yeah, nice. Just full up.
Yeah, I'm full up too. All gone. Right, that's us refueled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now there's a couple of things of interest in this town that I just want to check out. Famous people. Who do you know?
Oliver Cromwell.
Oliver Cromwell was born here. John Major, the Prime Minister. And the Earl of Sandwich, who gave his name to sandwiches, of course. There's also a thinking soldier, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we'll go and take a look at that now. That's a monument, a war memorial, apparently, and some other things of interest down by the Falcon Hotel. Right, so that where the church is where the Falcon Hotel is, apparently. So, did we mention the famous resident, John Major?
Yes.
And this was former Prime Minister, of course, and this was his constituency. Is that constituency?
I can see the soldier.
Right, okay, now I've never noticed that before. So here we are, just approaching this square, and there ahead is the thinking soldier. So I do want to have a look at that.
Well, it's obviously at the cenotaph, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it probably is their little cenotaph. But it's called the thinking soldier. Nice looking church, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a castle, isn't it? Although there is the remains of a castle here as well.
Is there?
Yeah, but just further down the other end of the high street, I think, but there's not really anything left of it. Right, so here we are, to the men of the 1418 who wrought for mankind and great deliverance. So there's the thinking soldier.
It's nice, isn't it? It's kept well.
It's lovely. Really is kept well. Right, so what do we have here now?
We've got things on here.
What are things on here?
Look, Oliver Cromwell,
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah.
hat.
Yeah, well, Oliver Cromwell's family home is here somewhere. Be good to see that, wouldn't it? But you have no idea where it is. It's a nice little square though.
It is.
Right. Shall we go and have a look? Is it open? can get open. There are people in there. There must be another door. Let's have a look around the front. I was hoping to ask somebody in there where Oliver Cromwell's family home is.
Right.
Right, what does that say, Suzanne?
Oliver Cromwell. There's his picture. Huntingdon was the birthplace and family home of the 17th century soldier and statesman, Oliver Cromwell. You can discover the story, warts and all, of this very significant and controversial figure at the Cromwell Museum. I wonder where that is then. Which houses the world's best collection of items relating to him?
Another famous student at the grammar school was Samuel Peeps, who lived with his uncle during the early years of the Civil War of the 1640s. Oh, Peeps is best known today for his famous diary. I thought it was that pub near where we live that's closed down.
This contains the Cromwell family vault.
All Saints Church contains the Cromwell's family vault, in which Oliver Cromwell's father Robert and his grandfather Sir Henry are buried. Sir Henry built Hinchinbrook House on the outskirts of the town, which is today a secondary school, but is open for tours each summer. Right, let's see if we can get in there, because there's people in there.
Yeah, because that's obviously he's buried in here, isn't he?
Is he buried here?
Is this All Saints?
Yeah.
It's Oliver Cromwell's father Robert and his grandfather are buried.
Yeah, his father and
right,
his, yeah.
not him.
Not him, no. Let's see if there's another door, because I say there are people in there. There's Oliver Cromwell again up there, look. Do you know, we've never noticed all this before,
No, we
have we?
haven't. That must be the museum,
That's
Paul.
the Cromwell Museum, yeah, it is. Shall we see if it's open?
Yeah, round that way. It is open.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah?
Okay. Do you know, I'm
Especially if it's free.
ashamed. Is it free? I'm ashamed to say that we have walked down this high street over the years
I never
a
noticed
few
it.
times and never even noticed. Right, Cromwell Museum. Now, I wonder if they'll let me film. Probably not. Welcome, please come in. The temperature and lighting are kept at low levels to help conserve the historic artefacts. Please close the door. It doesn't mention anything about filming. Let's go see. Hello. Do you happen to know where Oliver Cromwell's family home is?
So his family home, where he was born in Huntingdon, so if you
Yeah.
go around to the front, if you walk down that way,
Yep.
there's...
Do you mind being on here?
Of course you can. There's now a care home. It used to be a care home.
He's not still in there, surely.
So the care home there is the site of Oliver Cromwell's house.
Right, so it's not there now, it's a care home.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you. What are your perceptions of Oliver Cromwell?
Have you just arrived?
Banned Christmas and things that were fun. Became a great soldier at the age of 43. Dressed in black and had warts. That'll do for me. Which one would you choose?
What?
I didn't know he was known as Lord of the Fens as well.
I didn't know he banned Christmas.
This is the one for you. Liked music, dancing, horse racing and practical jokes. Well, maybe the first two.
Yeah. How come they've all come on though?
Yeah, I don't know. Was one of the most important people in British history. Was the leader of Parliament's armies during the Civil War. Well, I knew that.
He was the first person in Britain to have tried eating pineapple. That might be me. I love
Wow.
it.
Yeah. In case you didn't get that from Suzanne, was the first person in Britain to have tried eating pineapple. It's amazing what you find out, isn't it?
Arriving.
So there's the big hat he used to wear. I guess I wouldn't think that's...
Heck, the size of that brim.
Well, in all the pictures of him, he's got a big hat on like that,
Yeah,
hasn't
I
he?
know. But when you see it like that, the brim's massive.
Is that the original hat? Oliver Cromwell's hat? This larger... I can't read that from here. Can you read that?
No.
Well, it says Oliver Cromwell's hat, doesn't it?
Look at all this. A letter.
Letter book of Henry Cromwell in Ireland, 1657 to 1659.
Wow.
This is Henry Cromwell's letter book whilst he was serving as Lord Deputy of Ireland,
Who was Henry, the dad?
containing copies of his correspondence as a member of keeping a copy of all of his letters sent.
Who was Henry, the dad?
Henry Cromwell arrived in Ireland as... Who was Henry Cromwell? Was that his dad?
Yes, it was.
That was his father, yeah. You were right, Suzanne, yeah.
And his son is, yeah, that's his son actually. Henry Cromwell was the son.
Oh, right.
And there's a portrait of him just behind there. And he was Lord General for Ireland. So when Oliver Cromwell went over to Ireland,
Yeah.
and obviously,
And
what he did.
is that original, the hat?
Yes.
So actually Oliver Cromwell's hat?
We are about 80%
Sure.
convinced it's Cromwell's hat.
Okay.
But obviously we don't know exactly who
No.
it is.
It looks like I would have expected it to look.
No. It make a very good sun hat though.
That's what I
Yes.
said, the brim.
Okay, thank you. Oliver Cromwell had a complex, sometimes ruthless character, yet was a deeply religious and devoted family man. Did you hear that? In 1650, his wife Elizabeth wrote to him, "My life is but half in your absence," whilst he wrote that she was dearer to me than any creature.
So that's his son.
Right, so this is interesting. And,
That's his son.
oh, Henry.
Yeah.
Right, so that's Henry. So what does this steam train have to do? Oh, Cromwell's reputation has been reinvented many times over the last 350 years. In his lifetime, there was disagreement over his actions. Some felt he had betrayed the public. His former comrade, Edward Sexby, even plotted to assassinate him. Others supported him, John Milton describing him as our chief of men. Oh, it looks like you're deep into that. What is it?
I'm just reading about what we were talking about yesterday, about how Henry VIII.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
The role of religion.
Yeah.
Well, here, women leaders. Some women, often from gentry, aristocratic or even royal background, became noted for leading garrisons and even armies during the wars.
Wow.
Dorothy Hazard, as an example, the wife of a Puritan minister, she became a dissenter and helped found their first church in Bristol in 1640, later a Baptist church. During the siege of the city by the Royalists in 1643, she and her friend Joan Batten, leaded a group of local women to barricade breaches in the walls with sandbags, offering herself as a human shield to stop the assault. That's just one example. Others are Lady Mary Bankers, Charlotte Della Tramoil, is that? Lucy Hutchinson. Cromwell became a soldier at the age of 43 with no real military experience. These were humble beginnings for a man who would, within 8 years, become Lord General of the armies of the Commonwealth. But this apparently is oak roof beam from Cromwell's house, Huntingdon, circa 1300. Decorated with medieval carvings and paintwork, this beam was originally part of the religious house of Austin Friars in Huntingdon, founded in 1285. When closed in 1530s, the friary was converted into a home by the Cromwell family. It was here that Oliver Cromwell was born in 1599, then lived for half of his life. We're going to go along and see if we can see where that actually was. Let me just show that beam. So that's probably the only thing left of the original Cromwell family home. So, just to end it, Oliver Cromwell was born in Huntingdon on the 25th of April 1599. He was the only surviving son with 7 sisters of Robert Cromwell and his wife Elizabeth. Robert owned various properties in Huntingdon and made his living from their rents. Robert's older brother, Sir Oliver, owned Hinchingbrook House on the outskirts of the town. So that's the entrance to the museum, just down this little lane off of the High Street. So that is the High Street of Huntingdon, and that's St Andrew's Church, did we say?
No, I think it was All Saints.
All Saints Church, yeah, that's right. And then down this older part of the High Street, is it High Street? Is where, I believe, the old family home of the Cromwells is. That is apparently, oh, everything's Oliver Cromwell. Look.
Yeah, well, we've never noticed that before.
The George Hotel. Very nice out here. It's lovely in the summer. Isn't that lovely? It's really nice in there, Suzanne. Around there, you can see. I know you've got to walk a bit and you've got a poorly knee. There, lovely, isn't it? What's that look mean? I think it looks very nice.
It's okay.
Very nice. Right, back to finding Cromwell's, or the location of Cromwell's family home. The obligatory tattooist, Suzanne?
What?
The obligatory tattooist, and of course, estate agent.
The what, tattooist?
The obligatory, meaning...
Where's it say? Oh, right.
Catch up, dear, catch up. Right, what prices are these? Oh, these are rentals, per calendar month. That one there, for example, is $1,750 a month. Fantastic 4-bedroom family home. So if you're going to rent a property here, if you want a 1-bedroom, it's going to cost you £825 a calendar month.
Wow.
Isn't it great not to have a mortgage anymore?
Yeah.
We haven't had it, have we, for a few years now. It's lovely. And of course, the traditional Turkish barbers, of which there are so many now. Why are there so many?
No, because they do all the ears and your nose and everything.
Oh, is that right?
People like it.
Right, what about this old church, Baptist church or something like that? £400,000 there. And a typical detached bungalow, £450,000.
Wow. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, well, bungalows do. I mean, that one's 230,000. That was detached as well, but obviously smaller. Yeah. But you don't see many bungalows at all being built now, do you? But what about here? So that's 450,000 for that. 4-bedroom. Lots of letting agents and what are they called? The ones that don't let. Estate agents, yeah. Lots of those, all next door to each other. And then there's another one over there, look. That's about 5 since we came into this little street. The high streets have changed so much, haven't they?
Yeah.
Another barber's to my left. Or hair salon, is it? Crazy Head. And nail bar here. There is the other estate agents there. So this is the care home. I have to check this out. That was originally the Cromwell. Here we are, Cromwell House, site of Huntingdon Friary, 1286 to 1536. Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protector, born here, 1599. Right. Okay. So it's now a care home, but that is where Oliver Cromwell
was born. It says it up there as well.
And there, I'd imagine, is his coat of arms. Wow. Excellent.
And you just asked that man like 2 steps away if
And
he
he
knew
had
where
no-
it was.
I don't even think he understood English.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so there we are. Cromwell House Care Home. Right, well, I found that all very interesting, Sue.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It just shows again, doesn't it, that we take so much for granted and really don't.
Yeah, because we've shopped here a few times and we've never even took
No.
any interest of finding anything.
Well, I've known it was Oliver Cromwell's birthplace, and the same with John Major, that this was his constituency, but, you know, never really taken on board. Right, start again. But never really taken on board, you know, what is available in the town about the history of Oliver Cromwell and the like. So, yeah, really interesting. Right, I do have to just check this church again, because it would have been nice to have got in here just to round off the little delve into the history of Huntingdon. And when we came a while ago, I could see a few people inside, a couple of people inside, but the door was locked, unfortunately. And I'm guessing it probably... Oh no, it's open now. Oh, here we go. Where's Suzanne? Where's she gone? Suzanne! She's not going to hear me, is she? It is open now, so we'll go and take a look in there, like I say, just to add a bit more to the story. Here she comes. She's not going to be happy having to walk all the way across here. It's distracting her from another charity shop. Right, so what was it about this All Saints Church?
I think his father and
his brother, is it?
Was it his brother are in the vault,
In the
buried
vault.
here.
Okay, well it is open now, so let's go and take a look. Here you are, madam. Right.
You better not film that.
So I wonder where the vaults are. Well, that was slightly disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing obvious that refers to where the vaults are or any the Cromwell vaults are at all.
It looks quite modern, didn't it?
Well, at the far end where they've got the new cafeteria and the toilets, yeah. But I guess because there's so many visitors to it, they need them. But I just don't understand why there was no reference at all to the vaults. Now, I believe that building, is it a museum or something?
What?
This, I'm sure I've read something, unless I'm getting confused with the Cromwell Museum that we've just been into. What is this
pub,
building?
Isn't it?
Say again?
I thought that was a pub.
Well, that's the Falcon there, to our right.
Oh, right.
This is, well, there's a plaque over here. Everyone loves a plaque. Let's go and see. Oh, it's the town hall, Suzanne.
Is it?
Built in 1745. Restored in 2012. Huntingdon owes its origins to the High Street at the centre of the town. This was originally part of the Ermine Street, a Roman road connecting London to York. Later better known as the Great North Road, the A1 as it is now. As the busiest road in England, many travellers pass through the town staying overnight in one of the many inns and taverns here. And
Do you know what, Paul? That soldier was erected in 1923, 101 years ago.
oh yeah,
And we've not ever...
yeah. I mean, I always like to see the cenotaphs, but just never.
Never noticed it.
And it's not like the normal kind of cenotaph, is it? In the little towns and things.
No.
Now there are lots of taverns here, and one of them was apparently where Oliver Cromwell had his meets with his
Look, everything's
regiment.
got it on.
Yes,
We've
it is.
never
As Suzanne says,
noticed.
everything is Oliver Cromwell. Right, well, we won't know which tavern it is, unfortunately, but
Where are you going?
just round here. Back to the high street. Yeah, I would have just liked to have known, just to finish it off, which tavern it was where Cromwell met his regiment, or trained his regiment. Right, so apparently the Falcon was used by Cromwell as his headquarters for raising his regiment of Ironsides, in 1643. So this is the Falcon here. So in this yard, all those years ago, 1643, Cromwell had his headquarters raising his regiment of Ironsides. No, it's not as big as I would have thought it would have been. Yeah, so it is quite narrow up here.
Yes, thanks.
Let's see if, well, no, it's actually a modern building just here, like a telephone exchange or something. Probably it was a lot bigger back in the day. Oh yeah. Yeah, there is a lot more space than originally thought. Oh, that's incredible. So this is the Falcon. So that was our little detour into Huntingdon, and interesting it was too, don't you think,
It
Suzanne?
was, yeah.
Really interesting. Right, now we can get to the... I will go this way. There was one other thing I wanted to look at, and I can't remember what it was, but I think we've done Huntingdon Brow today, haven't we?
Yeah. And the actual town's nice as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it isn't too bad at all, really. Right, so we're just on our way out of Huntingdon towards Cambridgeshire. On our left, around this corner, is the old arch bridge that was mentioned earlier on in the video. That was the main route between London and York. This is the bridge here now. And it does look very old, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And that was the A14 before it changed. So this is us just coming into Cambridgeshire. And on the right here, according to lots of reviews, is a nice marina and campsite. Haven't tried it, so I don't know, but there it is. Huntingdon Boat Haven and Caravan Park. Ooh.
Never looks the same in the winter though.
No, they don't look the same in the winter, do they? But we don't have time now, otherwise we would have a little walk around this small little town joined up to Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire, and it is lovely. It really is lovely, but I only came round this way just to go over that bridge, just to finish off really, and we'll do this some other time. if you remember, Suzanne, but we had
a meal outside.
Yeah, we did. We had a meal outside that pub there many years ago. Anyway, that'll be another day. Let's, on the way back now, a little bit north, and we'll show you where the remains of what is left of the castle, and there really isn't much. Basically just a little mound, I think. Right, so we turn around and we're going to go back over the bridge, the old bridge. I'll check the video when I'm editing. If it doesn't give the date of it, I'll update it on the video. But I think that's the remains of an old mill just there. And here we are again. Weak Bridge. Breathe in. That's it. So the high street that we were walking up, this is the other end of it that we didn't come to, just here. So if you go straight on into that pedestrianised area, that is the high street that we were on. A little bit further up there is the church and the museum, etc. Now just round here to the left, up there, that field you can see is where the castle was. Many years ago. There really isn't anything left of it. Anyway, that's it. We've enjoyed it. We'll get back home and I'll see how quickly I can get all this put together. If you have enjoyed the video,
thumbs up, like, what else?
Subscribe maybe.
And subscribe, please.
We're Paul and Suzanne, and we'd love you to join us on our days out.